Hello, everyone. I'm Dean Dollar, and welcome to Fiscal University. Most schools teach algebra and history, but they never teach you how to budget, manage debt, build savings, or invest wisely. That's where we come in. Now, let's get one thing straight. We're not financial gurus. We're everyday people sharing practical lessons, real-world experiences, and helpful insights that can make money a little less confusing and financial confidence a little more attainable. At Fiscal University, we believe there are no dumb questions when it comes to your money. Whether you're trying to pay off debt, create a budget, start investing, or simply understand your finances better, you're in the right place. So pull up a chair, bring your questions, and join us as we learn, share, and grow together. No tuition, no tests, just real talk about real money. Class is always in session, and you're officially part of the Fiscal University community. Let's get started. In today's lesson, why financial confidence matters. Let's be honest. We live in a world where prices seem to keep rising. Debt is everywhere. Retirement feels further away than ever, and every day we're faced with important financial decisions that can impact not only our future, but the future of the people we care about most. Yet, despite how important money is to our daily lives, many of us were never taught how it works. Think about it. Most people spend thousands of hours learning subjects in school, but very little time learning how to create a budget, manage debt, understand investing, prepare for retirement, buy a home, or protect themselves from financial scams. And whether you realize it or not, you're already making financial decisions every single day. Should you save or spend? Pay down debt or invest? Rent or buy? Take on more risk or play it safe? The choices you make today can impact your opportunities for years to come. That's why Fiscal University exists. I believe financial knowledge shouldn't be reserved for the wealthy, financial professionals, or people with advanced degrees. Knowledge should be available to everyone, and here at Fiscal University, it is. Throughout your journey, you'll learn from an entire faculty of professors specializing in budgeting, investing, retirement planning, entrepreneurship, home ownership, financial history, scam prevention, economics, and much more. Because financial confidence isn't about being rich. It's about understanding your options, recognizing opportunities, avoiding costly mistakes, and making informed decisions for yourself and your loved ones. The more you understand about money, the more control you have over your future. So whether you're just getting started or looking to strengthen the foundation you've already built, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Fiscal University, where financial confidence starts with knowledge. Class is now in session. Today we're starting with one of the most important lessons you'll ever learn. Money affects almost every part of your life. Think about it. From the moment you wake up, financial decisions are already being made. The home you live in, the car you drive, the food you eat, the health care you receive, and even the vacations you take all have one thing in common. They're connected to money. But here's the interesting part. Most financial stress doesn't come from a lack of intelligence. It comes from a lack of education. Millions of hardworking people were never taught how budgeting works, how credit works, how investing works, or how to plan for the future. That's why so many people feel overwhelmed when financial challenges appear. The good news? Financial confidence can be learned. And when you understand money better, you gain something incredibly valuable. More choices, more opportunities, and more control over your future. And that's exactly why Fiscal University exists. Section 2. The cost of financial confusion. Now let's talk about the cost of financial confusion. And I'm going to be very direct here. Here's a harsh reality. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you don't understand finances. Sooner or later, your spending habits, financial decisions, and the rising cost of living will create problems for you. Now, before anyone gets upset, let me explain. Many people spend years focusing on increasing their income, and that's important. A higher income can absolutely improve your life. But income is only part one of the answer. Think of income like breathing for the human body. Breathing is essential. Without it, nothing else matters. But breathing alone doesn't create a healthy body. You still need proper nutrition. You still need exercise. You still need sleep. You still need healthy habits. The same is true with money. Income is a great start, but it's not enough. I've seen people earning $40,000 a year who are financially stable and building a future. And I've seen people earning $200,000 a year living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because financial success isn't determined solely by what comes in. It's also determined by what goes out. How much are you spending? How much are you saving? How much debt are you carrying? Are you preparing for emergencies? Are you investing in your future? These are the questions that matter. Financial confusion often leads people to believe that earning more money will solve every problem. Sometimes it helps, but if the habits don't change, the problems usually follow. A bigger paycheck often leads to a bigger car payment, a bigger house, more subscriptions, more spending, and before long, that extra income disappears. That's why financial education matters. Understanding money helps you avoid mistakes that can quietly steal years of progress. Because the goal isn't simply to make more money. The goal is to keep more of what you earn, make smarter decisions with it, and put it to work for your future. Financial confidence begins when you stop asking, "How much money do I make?" and start asking, "What is my money doing for me?" That's when everything starts to change. Section 3. What financial confidence actually looks like. Now that we've discussed why financial confidence matters and the cost of financial confusion, let's talk about what financial confidence actually looks like. And here's something that surprises a lot of people. Financial confidence is not having all the answers. It's not knowing exactly what the stock market will do tomorrow. It's not becoming an expert overnight. And it's certainly not getting rich quickly. Financial confidence is the result of consistent effort over time. In many ways, it's a lot like getting healthy. Think about someone trying to lose weight or get into better shape. Nobody goes to the gym once and expects to transform their body. Nobody eats one healthy meal and suddenly becomes healthy. The results come from showing up day after day, making good decisions more often than bad ones, and trusting the process. The same is true with money. There are no shortcuts to financial confidence. There is no magic investment, no secret strategy, no overnight success story that can replace years of learning and discipline. Instead, financial confidence is built one decision at a time. You learn something new, you apply it, you make mistakes, you learn from those mistakes, you improve. Then you repeat the process. Day after day, month after month, year after year. A financially confident person isn't someone who never makes mistakes. A financially confident person is someone who understands that mistakes are part of the learning process. They know they don't have to be perfect. They just have to keep moving forward. Maybe today you learn how to create a budget. Next month, you build an emergency fund. A few months later, you learn about investing, then retirement planning, then home ownership. Every lesson adds another tool to your financial toolbox. And before long, you begin to realize something important. The things that once felt confusing start making sense. The decisions that once felt overwhelming become easier. And the confidence you were looking for begins to grow. Not because of one big moment, but because of hundreds of small moments of learning, practicing, and improving. That's what financial confidence actually looks like. It's not perfection, it's progress. And progress, when repeated consistently, can change your financial future. Section 4. Your Journey at Fiscal University. As we wrap up today's lesson, I want to leave you with one final thought. Your financial journey is exactly that, a journey. And like any journey worth taking, there will be ups and downs along the way. There will be times when you feel like you're making incredible progress. Maybe you pay off a credit card, build an emergency fund, get a raise, start investing, purchase your first home, or simply begin making better decisions than you were making a year ago. Those moments are worth celebrating. But there will also be challenges. Life has a way of testing us when we least expect it. Unexpected expenses happen. Jobs change. Markets go up and down. Plans get delayed. Emergencies appear. And sometimes, despite our best efforts, we find ourselves taking a few steps backward. If that happens, don't quit. Because setbacks are not failures. They're part of the process. In fact, one of the most valuable lessons you'll learn about money is that success rarely happens in a straight line. The people who achieve long-term financial success aren't the people who never face obstacles. They're the people who keep going when obstacles appear. And if you ever find yourself starting over, remember this: starting over isn't a bad thing. Because this time, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting with experience. You're starting with lessons you've already learned. You're starting with knowledge you didn't have before. You're starting stronger than you realize. Every lesson you learn, every mistake you survive, every challenge you overcome, becomes part of the foundation you're building for your future. That's what Fiscal University is all about. Not perfection, not overnight success, not get-rich-quick schemes. It's about learning, growing, improving, and continuing to move forward, one step at a time. The professors and I will be here to help guide you along the way. So be patient with yourself. Stay curious, keep learning, and most importantly, don't give up. Because financial confidence isn't built in a day. It's built one decision, one lesson, and one step at a time. Your journey is just beginning. Before you go, I have one more thing for you. Now, while there are no tests or homework assignments at Fiscal University, we are big fans of pop quizzes. Don't worry though, you won't have one today. Instead, I'm going to share something I think is even more valuable: my daily financial confidence checklist. You see, financial confidence isn't built by watching a single video, reading a single book, or making one good financial decision. It's built through awareness. It's built through consistency. And it's built by paying attention to the small decisions that add up over time. That's why I encourage you to use this checklist as you're getting started. Use it to track your progress. Use it to set goals. Use it to identify areas where you'd like to improve. And most importantly, use it as an opportunity to learn more about your own financial situation. Because the more you understand where you are today, the easier it becomes to decide where you want to go tomorrow. Remember, Financial confidence isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And every step forward, no matter how small, is still progress. Thank you for joining me for today's lesson. I'm Dean Dollar, and until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building your financial confidence. Class dismissed.